Do you like basketball? Basketball 농구? I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
I was on my Chet Holmgren grind. I tried oxtail soup.
Ooh, how was it?
I wanted a different soup, but the other frickin' soup place closed before the closing time, of course, because nobody updates frickin' Google.
Frickin' America. I mean, that's post-pandemic America for you. Everyone does whatever they want all the time, and nobody answers for anything.
Yep, but the soup, it was good, but it was a lot of bone on the oxtail. I don't know if that's standard or if that's just the place I went to, but a little too much bone for my liking.
Using bony tail? Come on, dude.
Yeah, what is there bone and tail?
I think so. It's probably cartilage is probably what it is.
Oh,
or was it like straight up? Did you?
It was hard. I didn't try to bite it. And it was.
I don't know. Maybe it is bone then. Just a couple white boys who don't know what's going on. I guarantee, for as much shit as I've given Chet Holmgren about oxtail, cornbread, collard greens, I guarantee he has more experience with all of those things than I do. I'll give him that for sure.
Maybe. Or maybe he just thinks no.
I don't know about collard greens.
One will ever
I love collard
on.
Greens. I can't imagine.
No.
No one.
Yeah,
maybe he's that good at basketball. He's like Jared McCain, where he was so good that all of his teammates had to be in his TikTok dances. Chet was so good that he just got to do shit like that his entire life, and people were like, "Yeah, he's averaging 10 blocks a game for us right now, so we're just gonna let him eat the oxtail or whatever."
People will post old Hoop Mixtape high school basketball teams and be like, I can't believe these guys didn't make. I can't believe only one guy made it, and the whole team is 6'2". It's like, come on.
Only one of them kept growing after that.
Only one of them was at his natural position.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sipping apple juice for today's episode. What did I have for lunch? I had nachos for lunch. They were good. I liked them. Nothing like life-changing, but
baseball,
it's still
baseball
all right.
stadium level or above?
Above, like a Mexican,
Taco
a Mexican. Above, I would say the chips were very good, like freshly made chips, and like I don't know, a lot of good. Like the cheese was good. I got steak on mine. That was yummy. I did the upcharge. I spent freaking $20 on lunch, but it was worth it. I got a fountain drink too, like a glutton.
What other meat options were there?
Nothing crazy. Like probably pork, chicken, steak, and then like a vegetarian, like soy chorizo or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I haven't done shit. There's just been a lot of news. Chris Paul's dead. They killed him in the middle of the night. Very Game of Thrones style. And Giannis, I like how even with the trade request, we just can't get a fucking straight answer out of anybody anymore. They're sitting down to have conversations about whether or not him staying in Milwaukee is right for his future.
What did I haven't been on Twitter all day pretty much, but did I see Brian Windhorst said that Giannis asked for a trade at the beginning of the season or before?
I didn't watch that video yet, and so this is where we're really good. Hey, State of the League podcast. Yet another year as a top 1% video podcast on Spotify, by the way.
Shoot. Okay.
Yeah, our rap just came in, so thanks for the support, everybody.
Is anyone? Who's our top listener? Do we get to see that?
It didn't give me like a name for the top listener. I've only had one person tag me in a screenshot where they were like one. where they were top 1%. I've been getting hella screenshots all day, but it's like top 4%, top 3%, whatever.
Well, I guess we don't have that much of a listener. We don't have that many people, so I guess that would what's top 1% of?
I think it was like 10,000 hours.
But like. How many people do we have listening consistently? It's like
there was 500,000 hours of listening
do you
on
think
Spotify this year. I remember
3,000 on Spotify. Do you think 4,000 per episode?
I don't know. Probably less than that because we only have, I think. Actually, probably more than that because we were 2,700 people's #1 podcast on Spotify. So probably I would say 3 to 4,000 per episode is about right.
Okay, and then what's top 1% of that? What's top 1% of 3K? 30?
I don't know. 30.
It sounds like 30 to me.
So there's 30 people out there.
Wow. Show yourself.
No. So I didn't watch, and this is what I was going to say. We are a really good podcast because none of us watched the Brian Windhorst stuff. Like, gun to my head, I'm not unmuting a Brian Windhorst ESPN video.
Oh, okay. Don't be me. By the way, have you heard Ice Spice's SpongeBob song?
Big guy?
Yeah.
Pants okay?
It's good, except she's not for the frickin' girls because, number one, she did that bogus stuff to Madeline Argy, which made me not a fan. And then in the song, she said, I'm big like, Bobo big like Mrs. Puff. And it's like, come on. The girls supporting girls.
Is that mean?
You don't need to comment on Mrs. Puff's weight.
I think because you've internalized big as a negative attribute for a woman is kind of what I'm getting.
I just don't comment on it. Just don't comment. You think when Mrs. Puff hears that lyric, what do you think she thinks? You think she thinks facts? Facts?
Yeah, she's probably like, holy shit, Ice Spice just shouted me out. And then SpongeBob crashes the car, and they're like, oh no.
Miss Puff is probably racist. She probably, yeah. I don't want to hear her reaction to rap music at all.
I thought Mr. Krabs was black, and they dated for a while.
Hey, that doesn't prove anything, I'll tell you that much.
That's true. I suppose you can date somebody and still be racist.
I thought Mr. Krabs was Jewish. No.
Whoa, hey, I mean, I never thought that for a second. Fuck, what were we talking? Windhorst, Brian Windhorst. I didn't watch the shit, but a lot of people were talking about. I think it was more like implied. Like I don't ever think he went to the Bucks and was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I think his like attitude and his approach to the preseason workouts and everything just kind of painted the picture that he was on his way out, as opposed to like something explicitly said to the front office.
I mean, it's just like, what do they think is going to happen? I mean, you even got the Ryan Rollins breakout, and still, not enough. What did they possibly think was going to happen?
We need to take a moment for that. A miracle. Like you like God, that is God reaching down and being like, hey, I'm helping you guys out a little bit. Ryan Rollins looks like a genuine all-star level player once, really every other game at this point. And even the off nights have still been like 20 points on solid efficiency. But yeah, like, especially in the wake of all this, the thing that stood out to me the most is like, how clearly the Miles Turner signing and the waving / stretching of Damian Lillard was just like this last desperate heave to be like, no, we're not a bad team. We got Miles Turner here. He was just in the finals. I swear we're a good team, Giannis. Please don't leave. And so now you're also saddled. Like, it's just such a desolate situation in Milwaukee. Because they don't own their own pick until 2031, I think, or they at least don't control their own pick. And they're on the hook for Damian Lillard for like $23 million a year for the next 5 years, pretty much. So, yeah, it's just a disaster.
And the entire Miles Turner thing is ridiculous because even like he's not better than Brook Lopez was for them a couple of years ago. And if you just had him in Miles Turner's place, they still weren't good enough. So it's just, I understand. It's like,
well, I'll stick up because I know there's 3 Bucks fans rapidly typing right now. Brook Lopez did suck last year. Like he was the moving forward. I think Turner this year has been better and would be the better player moving forward. But I still get your point.
Yeah, last year, but yeah, just peak for peak. And I get it. It's their first baddie since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, so they're doing whatever they can to hold on. But
they're freaking out,
Yeah.
they're calling because you gotta. This is what when you're romancing somebody, gotta give them space, guys. You gotta be like right now. The Bucks, they're calling Giannis's phone, 70 voicemails. Babe, please pick up, please. I'm so sorry, please. Meanwhile, Giannis is getting rizzed up at the bar. He's got his phone on silent, and he's like, God, my team was pissing me off today. And the Knicks are like, oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's so sad.
And there's a good chance they'll never have a player as good as Giannis again. And if they do, it'll be in 50 years when the alien species has come to Earth and intermingled with us, and a new variant is born.
NBA expansion team on the moon.
Well,
The Milwaukee Moons.
Wait, are they in Milwaukee? Or are they?
They split time, so it's really travel in the 2070 NBA.
We're the
ridiculous.
first timeshare team, and we spend winters in Milwaukee and summers on the moon. It's like, oh, I didn't.
Milwaukee Moons. It's like, oh, we actually do all our off-season stuff on the moon, so we come into the season completely out of shape. No one can jump or do anything because they've been doing it in 1/3 gravity.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized my car is still on. Hold on, let me shut this off. Let me open my door and close it.
No, don't, dude. I freaking put a reverse car bomb.
What?
It blows up when you shut the car off.
Well, you could have told me that before. I would have driven to a strategic checkpoint and seen what happened.
Okay.
I hear a tiny little echo of myself. Do you have any?
What the hell? I mean,
Is it coming out?
say
anywhere?
something.
Hello.
Is it still happening?
Hello.
Can you hear it?
Wait, stop talking. Hello. Oh, I do hear it. I do hear it.
What the hell?
It's
Say it again.
very minor. Hello. I hear it. Is it your headphones? Wait, turn your headphones all the way to 0.
One more time. My headphones are far away
All right.
from my microphone now.
Hello. Hello. I think it was the headphones. Yeah.
Dude, what the heck? My headphones, they're not even loud right now. That's super confusing. Well,
Oh, let me see. If I keep talking in normal volume, I think.
I'll turn you down, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah. So Giannis, it hurts, but it's time to go. I mean, he's 30, and you got your championship out of it, and now it's time. Now it's time for the great tree. You take all the seeds off, and then you plant trees with the roots or something.
This is the part in the Giving Tree where he chops the tree up.
I can't. Oh my God! My mom used to read the Giving Tree to me all the time. I'm not revisiting that book. It's just depressing. He was so.
I watched a
mean to the
YouTube
tree.
video about it where it was like, yeah, Shel Silverstein never had any kids, and he really didn't like kids that much. That's why he wrote books. Like a lot of his poems are cute, but he was like the Giving Tree. Kids need to learn about life.
Oh,
Life's
he
not
was
all sunshine
poeming
and rainbows. So yeah.
Whoever loves you is just gonna freaking take all your apples and whatever else. Make a freaking tree out of your bones, or a freaking boat out of your bones.
Damn. Skin boat? Anybody? That's kind
Ew.
of gross.
Yeah. But yeah, it's time to trade him. So and it should have happened in the off season. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing now, but
I mean, yeah, it's just a refusal to accept, which like is understandable on the part of Milwaukee, just because, like, I agree with what you said. Probably never will have a player this good again, but at the same time, although I don't know, they're in a good position at least where like leverage hasn't been killed, you know. Like, there's a market. There's a ton of teams who would be very happy to give up a ton of stuff to get Giannis on their roster. And it's not like KD being like, I'm going to the Rockets, so get whatever you can back.
Well, apparently, that's one of the things I saw. I think it was from Windhorst. It might have been from someone else. But apparently the Bucks are going to work with him, let him choose, and then that's where they're going to trade him. And all signs are it's to the Knicks, which they're
Is that the best spot?
not there's one spot for me that I think might be the coolest one. But honestly, is
there income tax in that spot?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we'll get to it eventually.
But there's just the sheer amount of money that he makes does make it tougher. But yeah, I mean he's and the fact this is like a nuclear bomb. Like you got to give up everything for this guy. That's how freaking good he is. So that makes things more difficult too. And so like for the Rockets, which I didn't even waste too much time trying to put together a trade at all because I was like, I mean, maybe they could get this guy, but like you would have to gut a lot of what is a really good team, like a really competitive team already. And like, do I think Giannis could play that Şengün role and just take over? Maybe it'd be different and maybe it'd be as good, but it'd be kind of a crazy move to just uproot what has you at the top of the West so far for Giannis. And I mean, maybe I don't know. It's crazy to me. Maybe others would be willing to take the chance.
I don't know.
And
to
then
me, it's
I
not
don't
that
know.
crazy.
I don't know if you give up a man or you give up Reed. If you give up both, then you're in a rough spot.
To me, it's not that crazy. Because I really think you get like a solid 3 years with a pretty good roster around him. If you can avoid, the complete gutting of it all that you're describing, and keep some of the good role players, you get like 3 years where Giannis is probably better than Şengün will ever be. And if you still have like KD there and you still get like, like I'm talking about a good supporting cast of role players, it's probably a 3-year window where, OKC is right there and that sucks, but like it's you have like a really good shot.
But that's the biggest challenge though, the supporting cast, because like how many years left does Steven Adams have? How much shooting? I guess this team is shooting well right now, but if you get rid of Reed, that hurts. And then
maybe you don't have to, because like what Van Vliet is. Like, I don't know.
I forgot about him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like I think if you just include his money, and the Rockets have like picks, like if you want to send them some Suns picks, which kind of don't look
you're
that
saying
cool
for a
anymore,
trade?
but...
I thought you meant to be part of Giannis' supporting cast. I don't know. I don't know if Well,
I'm not holding out that Fred VanVleet's gonna come back and like, yep, we got a guy now. We got another guy.
But also, I don't want him back if I'm Milwaukee. So it's like,
it's just for the
busted
money,
little misfit toy.
It's for the freaking money to work. Come on.
But you gotta get all the other guys too. They're not free. So.
even with like, even if it does fuck up the supporting cast, I think I probably still would trade for Giannis. It's Giannis. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to overthink the thing. But at the same time, we are moving more and more into this era of the NBA where like depth is more important than who's at the top of your roster. And OKC is a tough matchup for Giannis. That would be a really tough playoff series. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. If you don't have any like actual package written down for them, I don't think we need to talk about it too much.
You should look up Giannis trades. Pull up. So I'll
Google Giannis trades.
We'll do the freaking
trade.
The media versus me, because I'm an outsider.
Okay.
You guys.
Do you want?
I don't think like these cats.
Okay. So this is SB Nation, who fired Kofi.
Sucking Balls Nation, dude.
Yeah, Sucking Dick and Balls Nation.
Well, no, there's no D. It's just SB Nation.
Well, it's SB. It's SBNT.
Oh my god. I'm still upset.
It's SD and B. Yeah, no. So this is SB Nation. Go leave some hate comments on them. This is 7 trade ideas after Giannis asks out from the Bucks. So Number 1 is to the Spurs. Is this where the most interesting thing was? That's what I implied when I said no tax at all.
No, not for me. But so I did write down a Spurs package. And by the way, I was using Fanspo, but the trades were surprisingly easy. And I was listening to Bill Simmons at the time, and he was talking about how difficult the trades are. And he's like, all trades are almost impossible. And so I was like, this is a little sus to me. I don't know if this is right. And so I did one trade. I tried it on Fanspo, I tried it on ESPN, and I tried it on SpotRack. SpotRack has their own trade machine. It went through on SpotRack and Fanspo, but it didn't go through on ESPN. But I thought ESPN was the worst one. So in the end I just defaulted to all my trades were SpotRacked. They were made for SpotRack, which has honestly a pretty ugly interface. So
I can't use it. I only use Fanspo.
But yeah, so for the Spurs, the Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, and Devin Vassell, that money works for Giannis. But how do you feel? First reaction? How do you feel about that?
Stephon Harper,
dude,
Stephon Castle, dude,
they're two separate guys.
Might as well be the same freaking guy. No, shout out to Dylan Harper, good at basketball. So their package is De'Aaron Fox, Keldon Johnson, Stephon Castle, 3 first-round picks, including a 2031 swap with the Sacramento Kings. That's crazy.
Oh, what is...
Okay.
Wait, the Spurs have that? They got that?
Yeah, I think it was
with
involved.
Fox?
I think so. To get Levine?
Wait, what?
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
They got that to make it possible for the Kings to get Levine?
Yeah, I think that's how it worked. It was like they sent out De'Aaron Fox to essentially get Levine back in.
Dude, they better not get any tax money from the city of Sacramento. Like, just, I mean, that's outrageous. And so say and I'm assuming picks are involved in mine too. I'm just doing what money works. So say the names again.
De'Aaron Fox, Keldon Johnson, Stephon Castle.
Well, here's the thing.
So
what do I want Fox for if I'm the Bucks? Because we learned he doesn't have that big of a trade market.
De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, I mean the Kings didn't get anything for him.
Well, I think that was also more like he had like a specific team that he wanted. I think he wanted to go to the Spurs, right?
He did, but I don't know were the Kings in. I don't know if they were willing to. I don't know if they looked into other. I mean, all I know is there wasn't a ton of interest, and the Spurs didn't have to give up anything, and it ended on bad terms, didn't it?
So he is certainly. I'll say this: like Fox is definitely the level of talent where it's not worth it to like give up stuff and roll the dice if you're a team that's not on his list. Giannis is that kind of talent, and he's under contract for much longer. With Fox, I think he was like expiring. Like they had to re-sign him pretty much immediately after getting him. And San Antonio was one of like the only teams, if not really the only team, after you got into trade talks that was on his list. And so I think, I don't know how it would play out if they sent him to Milwaukee. I don't know.
Do you think there's any possibility they'd roll forward with him? I think you'd have to flip him, right?
Maybe they roll with him for a little bit, try to gas his trade value up, because like if you get like a big extended sample size of Fox being the guy that he's been in the absence of Wemby, which has been like 26, 5 and 5 on pretty good efficiency,
on a winning
with good
Western
defense.
Conference playoff team.
Hey, if you get that guy, and now he's been forced out of San Antonio, he doesn't want to be in Milwaukee, he's open to a bunch of different destinations, then maybe that's a guy who would have a more robust trade market out there than what we saw when he was leaving Sacramento.
Perhaps. And so then Keldon is just a throw-in. I don't think anyone cares about Keldon. And then
Castle. I really don't know what teams think about Castle right now.
Yeah, again, Bill Simmons said he's got to be untouchable. Him and Harper. They both got to be untouchable. I'm like, oh, I don't know what.
I love
you're
that.
out of your mind. And I did, Stephon Castle is pretty high up in EPM. He's a positive defensively and offensively. So,
Okay.
if I'm the Spurs, I'm freaking. No, don't take him from me. Shoot.
No, fine. You forced my hand. You drive a hard bargain, Mr. Milwaukee Bucks.
But yeah, so if I'm the Bucks, if I'm a Bucks fan, I'm upset about this because the picks aren't gonna. I mean, Spurs picks aren't gonna suck for a while unless Wemby dies.
Yeah, especially if you're sending them Giannis.
Yeah, and so I wouldn't love it.
Yeah, I think if I'm a Bucks fan, the things I'm looking for, good young players back or picks that we know. Picks from a third party. Picks where Giannis is not going to be playing for that team,
Yeah. And so the one I cooked up, this one, I think it's more, you're more skeptical from the Spurs side. Like, do I really want to do this? And so, again, I don't care about giving up Castle. Vassell, I think he's fine. I don't really lose sleep over giving up.
I wouldn't.
For
Yeah,
Giannis.
he's not. If he's the stickler in a Giannis trade, I'm pulling the trigger.
Harper, I think Harper's incredible. I think like if you're the Bucks and you get Harper, and he's a guy you can build around, and it might lead to something. It's definitely not a dead end. Versus like my team has Buzelis, and I'm like, I don't know if we build around this guy. I don't know where this leads. But Harper, there might be a light at the end of the tunnel, potentially. I was willing to give up Harper in the offseason for Giannis easily, but I really wanted the Giannis KD combo to really sink it in.
Yeah,
and so
locked door with no key.
Yeah, and so
the lengthy boys, something like that.
And so I don't. At this point, I don't know. I don't how good my whole thing with Harper was. What if he's just like John Wall level peak? Then
All NBA, John Wall.
One time.
let me see. Hold on.
But if it's John Wall level peak,
stats,
then you're okay with giving up for Giannis, right?
Freaking top 7 MVP finish, John Wall.
Would you rather have freaking 10 years John Wall or 4 to 5 years Giannis?
45 years of Giannis,
dude.
No. Yeah, you'd rather have Giannis. So I get what you're saying.
How good does Harper have to be to where you don't give it up? You don't want to give it up.
I would say I'm going to say 4-time All-NBA player, which then gives you 8 or 10 years of
who's four? Is Devin Booker
play.
Devin Booker, I think, is 4-time All-Star, right?
Nah, he's got to be more than that.
I saw someone was making fun of him on Twitter.
No, yeah, only 4. That's crazy. What the fuck?
And so if he's a Devin Booker level guy, which they're very different stylistically, so it's hard for me to picture that, but just that level of guy. I'd rather have Devin Booker for 10 years.
To put next to Wemby. Yeah, I agree. But that's a really high bar, I would say.
Yeah.
Like the All-NBA stuff and the All-Star stuff with Booker, that's also just a product of the West, of it just being Harden and Steph and Luka and Dame. I mean, really, Booker has straddled this. He's straddled both sides of the insane guard All-Star run in the West, where it was Harden and Steph and Westbrook. He does both sides, and he's light skinned, dude.
Yeah, and he's Filipino. Woo.
Yeah. So I would rather have a Booker level guy for that long next to Wemby, but are you confident enough in Harper becoming that to pass on Giannis right now? Is the question.
It's a very tough calculation, and also Wemby's health plays into it. Because, well, actually,
Do you think he's healthier right now than he ever will be, or do you think we're like once we bulk up a little bit more, then the ages like 25 to 30 are going to be crazy?
I don't know. I feel like lighter Wemby should be healthier. I also wonder, like, so if he's not that healthy, does it make it more likely you do the trade or less? Because do you want Giannis to be paired with him, or are you looking at it like, hey, we got freaking Giannis to carry us in the times when Wemby's not here?
If I have like concrete proof Wemby is going to be less healthy than we would like him to be over the course of his career, I would rather have Giannis at that point, because then I really do feel like it's like you have this baseline MVP level player pretty much every night with Giannis.
Champagne getting wide open threes every night.
Oh my God, Devin Vassell, he fucking killed the Nuggets.
No,
he could kill everybody.
He's part of the trade.
Okay, well, never mind then. I'm not doing it then.
All right, gun to your head right now. No, gun to your girlfriend's head. Okay, the stakes are higher. Tell me if you'd accept.
Stop yelling! Stop yelling!
Shut up! And then I shoot your foot. You're the Spurs. You're the Spurs GM. Okay.
You hit a vein. I'm bleeding out.
Well, all right. Say your last words. Accept or decline this trade.
Okay.
Castle, Harper, Vassell plus picks for the Bucks. It's your last action. You're running the Spurs. Castle, Harper, Vassell.
Fuck! I'm bleeding out.
5,
and
4,
I'm deciding Wemby's career.
3.
I would do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. All right, guys, comment down below what you would do and which of your loved ones, if you don't have a girlfriend, I would kill if you did.
Okay. So, Rockets. Do you have a Rockets trade drawn up?
No.
Okay, we can save that one for later then. Do you have... Let me see what their Knicks package is. Do you have a Knicks package drawn up?
I do.
Okay.
And it
this
might,
one
it might shock some folks.
This one is unbelievable. This would not happen in a million years. It's Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby straight up for Giannis and Kuzma.
Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Giannis and Towns make the same money. Oh, I guess okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it has to be OG and Cat. That's one thing I was seeing kicked around a lot on Twitter is if they can make it to February, Mikal Bridges becomes eligible to be involved in these conversations, and I don't know when the deadline is, so it'd probably be like there's 2 weeks there where it could happen. But if it happens before February, if Giannis is like, get me the fuck out of Milwaukee now, it has to be Cat and OG pretty much.
Well, here's the thing. My trade doesn't involve Cat at all.
Okay, based. What do you got? Oh, we're killing Jalen Brunson.
No. So, Giannis for OG, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce, and picks.
So, is the thinking here...
The thinking is I don't want Cat. But maybe, again, with Cat, like, do you think you could flip Cat?
Well, my thinking here, you didn't even let me finish. You can absolutely flip OG. A lot of teams would be incredibly interested in OG Anunoby. Even, he's making more money. He's making a lot of money right now. But he's really, really good. Cat, you're way less confident in, like, a serious market for.
It's a lot of money
also
on
begs,
that guy's
like,
bucks.
It begs the question, like, what does a low-end return on Cat look like versus a regular return on OG Anunoby? You think you get more for OG from teams?
I do think so because of the money. And I also would want Cat to space for Giannis.
Okay. I would absolutely do this if I'm the Knicks. Without question. It would suck losing OG, but yeah, I mean, it's Giannis. Like, there's nobody involved. With your package, it was Mitchell Robinson, Deuce, and OG.
Yeah, and but I suppose if OG and Cat does work,
I think that's like
That is-
that would have to be it for Milwaukee to
Yeah.
pick up the phone. They're not entertaining this one.
Because Mitch Robinson's good, but he's eternally hurt. And then Deuce is very good, but I don't know.
Yeah, but like not really. I mean, we're just like we're tiers removed from what is like good in this conversation because we're talking about like a nuclear bomb, like you said. Deuce McBride's like a machine gun.
And then how far into the future does this team stop being good?
The Knicks?
Yeah, like if they give up all their picks, when do those become valuable to the Bucks?
Sooner rather than later, I would say. With Giannis, it absolutely extends their timeline. I don't know. Like, are they a bad team by 2028? If you trade for Giannis,
So
I don't really think so.
is
Probably
Brunson?
not.
Is Brunson? No, Brunson's not 30 yet, is he?
Nah, he's probably. I'm gonna guess 28. He's fresh 29. He turned 29 in August, so that's not that fresh. But
He's
I don't know,
a
kinda.
little guy. He could explode, but by 2028.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'm
He loses a foot, and then he can't get 2 feet in the paint anymore.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
I think if I'm the Bucks, the only way I'm making this trade is to keep in honor of Giannis. But even then, like, I'm not loving this. I mean, the Knicks. I think there's almost no situation where you don't make the trade, and then.
Yeah,
but it's just not
if
enough.
I'm the
for
Knicks,
me.
I'm figuring because they don't even look good enough right now to justify like the line of thinking of like, should we mess with what we got going right now? Absolutely, they would do it no matter what it takes. I feel like if I'm the Bucks, this one stinks. This is worse than the Spurs package. Absolutely, I do think. You like we said, you can absolutely flip OG, and I think that would make you feel better. Is like once you kind of see what you end up with.
Even if you do that, like I'm thinking, like for a first-round pick, I don't know if you're getting anything crazy.
One pick for OG.
I don't know if you're getting anything crazy for OG. Like
I think you're probably getting 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
I feel like. Well, the starting price for Zubats we just found out is freaking 2 first-round picks. The market's all out of whack. There's a bubble.
I feel like
There's
he's
a bubble.
very valuable, Zubats.
I feel like OG is very valuable. I feel like he's more valuable than Zubats. Especially,
Really?
I mean, you like if you're a team that has like a point guard ready to go in place to run pick and rolls with Zubats, we can have a conversation. I don't mean to downplay his value. He's very good, but I just feel like OG is like more. I mean, it's the archetype everybody's looking for. Although, is the NBA going away from needing that wing kind of guy? I'm not sure.
I just think there's more wings out there, like our boy Dorian Finney-Smith, who we haven't seen in years. I feel like maybe you could get him versus, and the drop off may not be as steep between OG and him versus Zubats and whatever frickin' J Huff. I don't even know what
NBA blocks leader J Huff. Come on,
Miles
dude.
Turner equivalent J Huff.
What if Miles Turner couldn't shoot?
And
are you interested in that?
Wait, what is J Huff shooting from 3 this year? Isn't that good?
I think he's on 40-30 shooting splits.
I don't know. Maybe
he's 33% on.
Maybe
the
it's
season.
more than a first. Also, how many games in the playoffs do OG is oft injured still? No.
Yeah, he's not the most durable guy in the world.
Yeah, and so I don't know who would really give up a lot. Who's like the Lakers would want him, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. It'd be tough. What is he making now? $40 million a year?
I think like 38 or something.
He's 37 essentially this year, then 39, 42, 45, 48.
And he's 30 now.
No, he's 27, it looks like.
What? OG?
Anunoby.
When was he drafted?
He's 28. He turned 28 in July.
Oh wow. Okay.
He was in 2017 draft, coming out of the UK.
No, he's not really UK. He's from he went to freaking Indiana.
Okay, so to him it's more than
Yeah,
basketball.
for every other state, it's just basketball.
But for North Birminghamshire. All right.
Screw the Knicks.
Screw the Knicks. That's honestly probably what will end up happening. So, guys, if you want our official prediction, we'll make it on the Patreon later this week. But
We're making guys. That's our prediction. But if you want to hear us lock it in. It's unofficial right now. But
yeah, right now we might. Things might come
be
out.
freaking turning.
Do you have a Heat package drawn up?
No, because the thing is there anyone on that team that you're comfortable giving up for Giannis? They're all freaking untouchable, dude.
I know, it's really the age-old question, because it's like...
Do not ask for Spurs Jonas.
You think you're getting Jackie Jonas just because this guy freaking won MVP
years
ago?
You can get the freaking sweat off my balls when I'm jocking it. Capiche?
Yeah. You can jock my Jonas if you think I'm picking up the phone, dude. Do you have a Atlanta Hawks package?
Did they have a Heat one?
Yeah, they do, but I'm trying to hear the shit you have written up, and we can talk about it. And then I'll just go back through the rest that we didn't talk about. Do you have a Hawks package?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well...
Actually, do it?
I do. Unleash the beast.
Okay, yeah. So money-wise...
Ka-ching. I'm doing live sounds, by the way.
Well, the thing is, the pick really complicates it, the New Orleans pick, because how much do you really need to include beyond that? Like, do you have to throw in Jalen Johnson? Because what works money-wise, all three wings. Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, and Rizzler.
Okay. I'm not doing that.
If you're the Hawks or Bucks?
If I'm the Hawks.
Okay. But we could just get a freaking new one with the pick. Oh, no, you probably have. Well, if they did these three guys, do you have to throw in the New Orleans pick still? I
think so.
Okay, that'd be a problem. Then we're lacking some wing depth. I hear Kobe Buffkin's still free though.
Oh crap! So what they have drawn up, and I'm curious about your hey, Mr. Trey's better than Halliburton. Trey's better than Cade.
No,
my God!
I've lost the war. I've lost the war.
So what they have drawn up is Trae Young, Rizzler, 26 first-round pick. So that's the Pelicans pick. 27 first-round pick. And so what's interesting is the Bucks are involved here with both. The Bucks are... I don't know exactly how the swaps work out. I assume it's probably like Milwaukee gets the least valuable of their picks or whatever, but... Yeah, so it'd be 26 and 27 first-round pick swaps plus Trae and Rizzler for Giannis straight up. When you're looking at this from the Hawks' perspective, are you trying to keep Trae on the team, or do you think the Bucks just don't want him?
Well, the thing is, it's multifaceted, of course. So you were... Okay. I think when you were
Everything is in life.
I think when you were looking at this trade, you were thinking in a single facet, but there's actually multiple. Mm-hmm. So
I was thinking several faucets.
Oh, okay. Are they all?
Yeah, there's water everywhere.
I had my apartment there was two separate faucets, one for cold, one for hot. It was a problem.
Dude, well, that sounds like you're rich. I mean, I don't know anyone who has freaking two faucets.
And
dude.
The hot faucet got so hot, like after 2 seconds, that it burns your skin. So I have to when you wash your hands,
turn them both on full force. Yeah, you swing your hands through the water.
Literally, what I had to do. So
okay,
that was my last apartment, and I don't know if you guys know where that one is.
My apartment, there's a pilot light for the hot water. You could hear it behind the shower.
There was a permanent pilot light on the top of the stove that there was one part that was always hot. like the metal. It's crazy.
I love that. Shit used to just be so crazy. I got a big block of ice delivered to my house to put in my fucking fridge. Come on,
now
dude.
that's dope. I think I see TikToks about people getting milk from the milkman.
Bro, I'm trying to, guys.
They don't have. You're in the
Put me onto
swamp.
the freaking.
There's no
put me on the
milkman
freaking
there.
city milkman plug. Come on, dude.
So Trae Young, I'm okay moving off Trae Young because death to all small guards. I'm assassinating him with tears in my eyes, just like Tony Hawk in the Race War, what they say. But I do think if you need a guy like that though, if you have this kind of and what is Jalen Johnson playing alongside Giannis? Like, does that not nerf him hardcore?
It's called. Are you saying it's called too much of a good thing? Bro, you can never have too much of a good thing. Report from Legion Hoops. This is from two guys I've never heard of.
I
Full
know
court
Legion
pass.
Hoops.
Well, no, I know Legion Hoops, but this is via a guy named DallasHoopsJournal.com and a guy named Full Court Pass. The Spurs are expected to aggressively pursue Giannis to pair him with Victor Wembanyama. So,
all right,
guys, go back, listen to the Spurs part again with aggression in your mind.
With aggression. Either like elephant musk coming out your ears. Google that if you don't know what that is. Text slightly. Ask him about the Dallas Hoops Journal or whatever.
Yeah. Everyone's going slightly comments right now.
Send him an angry voice message and say, "What do you trust this schmuck? Is this schmuck legit?"
Send it, and if you can, go in and post and edit in some like audio sounds, like you're in Wall Street, like you're in the Wolf of Wall Street, like guys are yelling over you in the background. And you're like, slightly, I can't get a read on this guy. So yeah, go do that for us.
But so I really do think the same way I was really against OKC trading for Giannis. I think it's not even a discussion at this point. But
and the Hawks are as good.
I like Shea plus Giannis, no bueno. But I mean, and I think the same with Jalen Johnson. I think his life becomes a lot harder. His value becomes very dented when you have Giannis, and so I'm okay honestly giving him up for Giannis because it's a better version of the same thing, kind of. But then I don't want to give up as much picks wise. But I don't know if they're really going to accept that.
I don't know. I think so. Of what we've talked about so far, Jalen Johnson is definitely the best player involved in any of these conversations. Like, I think we have way more proof that he's going to be an all-star, all-NBA level player for him than we do of, like, Dylan Harper. So I think if you involved him, you probably still have to give up the Pelicans first, which would stink. Or maybe you give up the 27 pick swap, which is worth way less. I don't know. But I do think if Jalen's involved, I would expect the Bucks to be asking for less supplementary shit.
Yeah, and I think no matter what, like, Trae is kind of a necessary thing to have on this team. I mean, especially if you have Jalen and Giannis. Like, if you lose Trae and then I just don't know how you. I don't know what this offense looks like. Like, what other guards do we have right
now? It's called Nikhil.
Yeah,
Nikhil Alexander Walker, baby.
We have Nikhil. Do we have anyone else who?
Dyson Daniels.
Well, maybe someone more better, like
dude, Dyson Daniels freaking. You know how many tennis games he has this year?
I'd like someone without a dribble limit. Someone with infinite dribbles.
Well, it's because you ever heard of the freaking NBA drill where it's like, I want 4 passes before anybody dribbles the basketball. That's just how he plays.
I guess. The Dyson Daniels, it's also complicated because how do teams view Dyson Daniels? As defensive savant, wants to kill a sniper, or this frickin' Matisse Thybulle regen?
Australian Matisse. That's what they call him.
Well done.
And instead of painting lily pads, he paints barbecues.
Dude, Matisse is literally on frickin' Team Australia. He was born there. Just because he doesn't have the frickin' accent, he's not a real Australian to you?
Yeah, I'm a racist Australian guy, and this is my national team.
Let 1,000 flowers bloom.
That was really good.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm willing to give up anybody, but I'm not confident that any combination brings back a like. I guess my preferred outcome might be Jalen Johnson plus the pick, and that's like the
yeah. If you're the Bucks or if you're the Hawks. Hello.
Hold on, I'm trying to think from two vantage points. Okay,
bro, you're the one jacking off about multifaceted shit, and then I ask you to think about two perspectives, and you go.
Well, you have to remember,
silent.
I usually only have one perspective, my own, and so you're asking me.
Yeah, but what about your facets?
Take on a second and third person.
Because if you get enough facets, you can cash them in for another perspective.
Really? How many? What's the exchange rate?
8-1.
Oh God, I can't get there.
Yeah, so you have to be really multifaceted to be multi-perspective.
So if I'm the Bucks, Jalen plus the New Orleans pick plus whatever other picks, that's enough. That might be enough for me. I mean, it depends on how high you are on these young fellas at the top of the draft. Which, I mean, I don't know. I'm firmly out on Cam Boozer as a savior. And now the pathway for him to be a really good player is still there, of course. And then AJ DeBanza, savior's not 100% guaranteed. Darren Peterson,
who fits the best with Sarr?
The bloke's not playing. Sarr. Why?
Come on.
Why Sarr?
Because I'm trying to figure out who the freaking Wizards should take.
Not the time.
Not right now.
And yeah, I guess I'm thinking for the Hawks' perspective, I'm Trey, Giannis, whatever other wings we could still keep.
It'd be dope. Trey and Giannis. I mean, I just don't have that much faith that, I don't know, because Trey's a way better passer, way better pick and roll player, way better lob thrower.
But that wasn't the issue. They just didn't do it. They just were like, nah.
Yeah, well, can you make Giannis do it in Atlanta?
No.
I don't know. So we have two. This is unstoppable force, immovable object. Is Trey never going off the ball, no matter what happens, versus Giannis never running a pick and roll without Chris Middleton ever again.
The dictator versus the Greek god. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Can Hercules liberate Atlanta from the dictator?
But
I don't know.
Do you think they could be a legit contender if it's
certainly to win the East?
Well, no, if they give up Trey.
Yeah, I do. I think it would be clunky with Jalen Johnson for sure.
And if you don't give up Jalen, I'm assuming you're giving up the Rizzler. I'm assuming, and so the spacing gets hurt even more.
Let's assume their trade package, which is Trae Young, Rizzler, 2 first-round pick swaps.
Okay.
The spacing gets hurt, and Rizzler is definitely a guy that, in a clunky situation, he would make things much easier. And so losing him hurts a lot. God, I'm imagining Giannis, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels lineups.
Oh my God! Great defense, I guess.
It just sounds like somebody dropped 100 frying pans down the stairs. Like there's just can't come. I don't know. I do think they would be serious threats to win the East just purely off of talent, but I don't know. I think you're probably still if you make that trade and you're Atlanta, you are probably active in changing the roster to accommodate that duo better.
Starting lineup, let's say Jalen Johnson, Giannis, one of the stretch fives, Okongwu or Porzingis, and then do we have to start Dyson? I don't know. Maybe
Who the fuck else?
Well,
is
do we
even
have
on this
another
Hawks
two-way
team?
player? Because I was gonna say,
It'd be
a
Vic Krejci if somebody.
Yeah, but then he's a weakness though. Do we have anyone who's two-way that we could compete in zero weakness ball? Or no.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at their guards real quick. So you have Trey, Vic Krejci. Do you feel like Luke Kennard is a two-way player?
No, I'm picking on him every time. I'm saying get that white
Then
boy. Get him.
Then yeah, no, they don't really have that. It's just Dyson Daniels and Nikhil outside of Krejci on the roster.
I mean, it's good enough to win the East for sure, but then I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, are you able to flip Trey for anything if you're Atlanta, or not Atlanta, Milwaukee?
Doesn't seem like it right now. I mean, the market sucks for Trey and for Ja and for LaMelo. All these reports are like,
You get one of them.
they'll probably just get Trey. Hey, if I'm Milwaukee and I could move Trey for LaMelo, I would probably do it.
Yeah.
All right. What other packages do you have written down?
Pistons?
Okay. Make the case.
Giannis for Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson, Ron Holland, picks into perpetuity. Is this anything?
For Jaden Ivey, Tobias Harris, Ron Holland, and who?
Asar.
Ooh. This is something. There is something here. It would be cool to see Cade. I think this is like a great
I'd love
move
Cade
Cade.
off Giannis.
Move Cade off the ball. This is like an incredible expansion of his game. You worry about Duran a little bit.
Oh, I did forget about
Yeah, like that. It wouldn't necessarily be like insanely clunky because both of them.
I wonder if you could even get a trade going without them asking for Duran. They'd be like, give me that guy. He's looking
I think it's probably more likely that like Duran is involved than I mean, really, he's better than anybody you named in this trade. So they probably would want him back. Oh man, does Detroit do it? What do you think?
If I'm Detroit, absolutely. If I'm the Bucks, personally, I'm like, Asar Thompson's great. There's not enough there for me to like say, like, he's not going to be my franchise player for sure. And so I have this elite defender, but that's about, like, I'm pretty far away. I'm still at the ground zero. Ron Holland, like, same guy, just like less good. At this point, like, not a lot there offensively. Jaden Ivey, I don't think anyone in the league has a super high opinion of Jaden Ivey anymore. And then Tobias Harris is just filler. And then the picks would just be like, how long do you think it would take for these? They only have Pistons picks, so I think they.
Do you think? Picks. So if you're let's swap out. Ron Holland's making 8. Jalen Duran will need to be extended, but he's only making 6.5 right now. If you're the Bucks of Ivy, Holland, and Amen, who would you swap Duran in for? You think Ivy?
If I'm the Bucks, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So let's move forward with that package. It's going to be Asar, Ron Holland, Jalen Duran, Tobias Harris with filler.
If it doesn't work, shut up. We're pretending it does.
God, guys, because he's going to freaking New York. Anyways, go to Patreon. Do you do that if you're the Pistons, then? Do you give up those 3 plus Tobias for Giannis?
Well, what do we have, then? What's our starting lineup?
It would be Cade, Isaiah Stewart at the 5, I assume. Then
Giannis.
Duncan. So Cade, Duncan Robinson, Giannis, Isaiah Stewart.
Danis?
Karis LeVert? Dennis Jenkins?
I don't know. It becomes an incredibly top-heavy team, and I want. Do you think this dents the defense? I mean, it must, right? If you're
absolutely, it does for sure. It changes the approach of the team entirely. I don't know. I think they would demand Duren, especially if the competing offer is, like Jalen Johnson and the Pelicans pick or something. Duren would have to be involved. And I don't know if I'd do it if I'm Detroit at that point. It just guts them too much.
Yeah, I think it just doesn't work on either side. Because, if you're the Pistons, you obviously do it, but you just have this incredibly lopsided team. So
yeah,
I think
if
I'm not blown away by any of these guys, if I'm the Bucks, really. I mean, even Durant, it's not that proven.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, I'll come at you with. Do you want their Raptors, Lakers, or Heat package?
I'll hear the Raptors. I looked at. Oh, I do have a Raptors one.
Okay.
Mine is.
Well, I'll go first.
Oh.
Yeah, shut up, dude.
Oh.
Try to freaking talk. Guys, I mocked him. Brandon Ingram.
Oh.
RJ Barrett.
Okay.
Ochai Agbaji.
Okay.
Colin Murray Boyles. Big Four. The Big Four is on the move. Plus, oh shit, I just zoomed way in. How do I get out of here?
There's no way. Zooming is permanent. Sorry, you have to get a new laptop.
Guys, call your grandparents and tell them that. The zoom in is permanent. You have to break your laptop. I'm sorry, Grandma. Plus 4 first-round picks for Giannis and Kyle Kuzma. Yeah. And so maybe there's some sort of thing where we could make it work on paper and then we could hide Kuzma's passport.
Oh.
And he could just, oh no, you can't go. And we're like, yeah, we'll meet up with you on road games for sure. And then just never hit him back. If I'm the Raptors, the picks make it a little tough, but you already are not planning to be like a serious team anyways, or a serious draft team. I mean, you're not adding more lottery picks to this roster or anything. So if I could just get on, if I could do it for RJ Barrett and Ingram and picks, pretty much, I would do that. I feel like
this is another one where I think it just doesn't make too much sense for either team because
they had to freaking make some packages, dude.
Because you need Brandon Ingram. I feel
tell
like
that to Ricky O'Donnell. I'm gonna
tell
him you don't think it works.
Although he was a little too optimistic about the Bulls at the start of the season. I needed him to hold his hatred deep in his heart.
Fraud watch. Your goat was freaking glazing the Bulls.
Shut up!
Dude.
Don't shut up. So what is, again, along the same lines as Jalen Johnson? What does Scotty look like with Giannis?
I think I don't know. It's pretty shaky. The 3-point shooting has been cool from Scotty this year. I don't necessarily know how sustainable it is. I think the defense would be dope. And I don't know. That's tough. I don't really want to revert Scotty back to elbow pull-up Scotty.
It's just ugly. And then from the Bucks' perspective, Brandon Ingram, you might be able to flip for something now. He's playing really well, but I don't think it'd be anything crazy. And then RJ, I don't know. And then the picks, how bad are they going to be? It's going to be a while. I mean, what if one of them's 2032? Then it's basically a dud. So I think this just doesn't work. The trade I had was Scotty, Pirtle, and picks for Giannis, and then that's essentially swap out this, just make this a team built around Giannis instead of Scotty. But even then, I don't know how good that team is, and I don't know. And do the Bucks, do they keep Scotty in that scenario, or do they try and flip him and get big stuff for him?
I think they keep him just because they have there's no way to add a guy that good if you're the Bucks anymore, unless you go and get Like if for some, like if you get like a Pelicans pick type of asset, there's no way to add a guy as good as Scotty Barnes. And honestly, we don't even know if Darren Peterson or Boozer or anybody will ever be as good as Scotty Barnes is right now. Like he is like an all NBA-ish level guy. That's a pretty high bar. I think the Bucks would keep him. But damn, that would be crazy if the Raptors moved off Scotty. You probably do it just because, like, you know, if you think you're close with Scotty, close to being a contender, and then you can upgrade that to like an MVP level guy. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, depending on their belief in Scotty, there might be something there. I don't know. But who's next?
Ricky O'Donnell. 1-for-1 swap. Are you doing it if you're SB Nation?
For who? Wait, what?
For Giannis. Ricky O'Donnell for Giannis, straight up.
If you're SB Nation? No, it's freaking
Yeah.
Giannis. I don't know if he could type in English. And then if he types
His freaking fat fingers probably messing up all the keys.
And if he freaking writes articles in Greek, they're freaking recessioning. They're poor. So there's no freaking consumer. They're not going to click on freaking Amazon affiliate links and the sponsorship.
That's not where the money is, Giannis.
No, thank you.
Dude. God. Hands in a Greek article, and the guy's just like, ew, what is this? Rewrite it. All right, so
I started reading a new book, and it's about the guy who invented who changed
the Chinese accent.
Not the Chinese accent, the Chinese he simplified Chinese to where it could be like put on a computer. And actually unified. And
I've never understood how they did that. Because every time you hear people talk about
the whole language.
Damn, dude, that's sick. That sounds interesting.
But I'm like 30 or 40 pages in, and so this dude, he left China, came up with a plan to alphabetize it, sort of, and then now it's about his journey to get. He has the plan for it written, and he keeps it in his robe, and he's going somewhere. I forget where he's going, but he's marching. He's disguised as a monk, and he's marching through the countryside to get to somewhere. I forget why he has to be disguised. But he's an educated guy and stuff, because he got to grow up rich. And so everyone in China, I guess, speaks different dialects at this point, in the countryside. No one can communicate with each other.
Noah Senge, season-ending shoulder surgery.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. But
sorry.
But essentially, this guy's going through the countryside, and he's getting mad at how dumb everyone is, and he feels bad for them, but he's these freaking idiots. And one of the things is he's dressed as a monk, and so they said whenever he got too upset, he just cut off the conversation and started meditating. He said, I can't talk anymore. And he just started banging his stick on the ground and going,
Bro, I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. I can't talk right now.
And he's like, they freaking think it was essentially QAnon. He's like, the country, they think there's a secret ruler. They think the spirits are why the harvest is bad. Stuff like that.
Nice.
It's great stuff.
Okay, so SB Nation's Heat package is Tyler Hero, Davion Mitchell, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez, 2 first-round picks, 2030 and 2032, just from the Heat straight up.
I don't want it if I'm the Bucks.
What the heck? You're not bought in on Hero? I need a hero.
It's not a good sign that he's the guy in every package for the past 3 years or whatever, and he's the youngest star you have.
It's like 6 years.
I guess it is just the freaking bubble.
There was one moment. There was like 10 months where they were like, "Yep, he's officially graduated from those talks."
He's the freaking next Devin Booker. That's what they said.
Whoa, come on, dude.
I'm just not.
He's the next Logic? Are you serious?
I'm just not into it. I mean, what can I say? And the picks aren't even bountiful. And then these idiots never want to tank. Maybe Pat Riley will be dead by then. But you said 2032, so one of those is a dud, a zero.
Yeah. This to me is probably like if Giannis is like, I want to go to Miami, and the Bucks are like, all right, we'll work with you on that. If I'm the Bucks, I'm like, we'll work with you on where you want to go, but don't tell anybody, because I'm still trying to like scam whoever we work.
Not even
wherever,
in Greek, buddy.
Not even in the poor man's Turkish. Because they have beef, right?
Yeah, they hate each other. What could
Let's Google it. Who killed each other, Greek and Turkey?
who started it?
Who started Greek and Turkey?
What could Panathinaikos, I don't know if that's how you said, the top Greek team, could they be in on this? What would you take if you're the Bucks from them?
The modern conflict known as the Greco-Turkish War began with Greece landing troops in Smyrna, modern-day Izmir, on May 15th, 1919.
They started it.
Guys, Greece had it coming, I guess. And so when Şengün made that comment about drowning people off a cliff for the Olympics,
What is
that so bad?
I don't remember this.
Yeah, he made his Instagram. So there was a moment in Turk-Greek beef where I think Turkish people pushed a bunch of Greek soldiers like off a cliff to their death in the ocean or whatever. And when Turkey beat Greece in the Olympics this year, Şengün's caption was something crazy.
That's
it was
pretty
like,
epic.
yep. It was like, yep, long fall down to the ocean waves or like some shit like that. It was like, oh, damn, dude, please. It's kind of crazy.
All right. Wait, who does he have anyone else or no?
No, I mean, probably, but we're at an hour 10.
Well, no, I have my trade. My trade that for a team that hasn't been mentioned. I don't think.
We'll do it. Is this your most exciting?
This is my most exciting one.
Okay. Well, we saved it for last.
Portland Trailblazers. You heard any smoke about these guys?
No, and there's so much smoke in Portland, dude.
Yeah, not that kind. So for Giannis, Denny Avdia, good cheap young player, terrorist though. But they probably don't care about that. Jeremy Grant, salary, and he is playing well. Maybe you could flip him.
Balling, dude.
Donovan Clingan,
Goated.
Milwaukee's 28, 29, and 30 first-round picks.
Back. I would love this. I'm trying to see. Eventually, we will get this. We're like two teams, like
the Nets
just
did
like,
this.
It didn't
Remember?
work out.
And then they still ruined it. They got all their picks back, and they ruined it.
Oh man, they just can't help themselves. Miguel, get over here.
And then also whatever other Portland picks.
So Denny is unfortunately one of the better players that we've talked about so far.
And he's young.
Jalen. He's pretty young.
2020 draft. He might be 25, 26.
He turns 26 in January. I looked it up last night. Jalen Johnson age. Jalen Johnson is 23. He turns 24 in 15 days. It's not like the end of the world age difference, but I also think Jalen Johnson, we just have a bigger sample size of him being better. Denny's contract is crazy, though. They were talking about it on the broadcast last night. He's making $12 million in the last year of that deal.
It's psychotic. It was psychotic that the Wizards traded him, honestly.
Yeah. Shout out to Bub Carrington. I think so. Is this the most amount of talent we've talked about so far? Because Clingan is also incredible. You're not like with the Jalen Johnson thing. Maybe if the Pelicans get like one of those really good picks, and that's what ends up going to Milwaukee. You know, one of the big three plus Jalen Johnson, I would rather have than Denny plus Clingan. But you get your own picks back too. That's a really good. That's a good package.
And would Giannis be okay with this? Well, his buddy Drew is there, and Dame is there.
Oh my God, Dame's pissed when he hears the news. He's like, dude, I literally reached. Well, I mean, I don't know. You getting freaking $20 million a year for nothing.
And so Clingan, and then for Portland, like Klingon obviously has a very high ceiling as being an all-defensive player, but he also has some injury concerns. So, like, you maybe don't feel too bad about passing. And it's for Giannis.
I mean,
of course.
I don't feel that bad moving off those two for Giannis. I don't feel that
I
bad.
think this checks all boxes because you get Denny, who's a good, cheap young player, like already established. You get Jeremy Grant, someone you might be able to flip for something. You get Klingon, a young player with a ton of potential. You get your own picks back, and then you get Portland picks. And Giannis, I think, would be happy.
Damn, they were playing the long game when they traded for Drew.
All
They said,
according to plan.
All according to plan. Who was that?
Makarov,
That little-
Call of Duty. I don't know if that is. It's from something.
Not locked into that freaking dork stuff. I fight real wars.
You're probably watching freaking wrestling, dude. You're probably like, it's real.
What the heck? It is real.
Israel?
Yeah, wrestling is real. Guys, who would win? John Cena? Netanyahu.
Okay.
John Cena's pretty old. I have to imagine all of his joints are fucked up from being so strong for so long.
No, because no, actually, I was going to say he spent time in China, but I don't know if he has. Just that much. Because I was going to say he married a Chinese woman, but no, he married a Persian woman. I think American Persian.
Okay,
So. But
nice.
if he lived in China...
Do you think they have true love?
Of course, because I think he speaks a little Persian or something, or Farsi.
Nice. I saw him talking about Persian food the other day.
Yeah, he loves it.
Nice. Good for him. Why do you grow distant, white boy? I don't know. Do you want to talk about Chris Paul at all? There's not really much to say. I just saw a report that he might not sign with anybody. We might have seen him play his last game.
What? He's got to end up on the freaking Lakers. But also, I wonder, like, is he just mean to Ayton the whole time? They're like, okay, no, we can't actually have
That would
this.
be so dope if Chris Paul was the wrench that ruined everything for the Lakers. He makes DeAndre Ayton stop trying. That makes LeBron stop trying. And now Reeves and Luka are just getting fried out there. That won't happen. That's a pipe dream. But it
him
would be
and
funny.
JJ loves him. He could be like, I want his mind. And then he'll be like, Bubs, we should change this. And JJ's, I'm freaking Coach Redick now. Don't call me that in front of the team. And then Chris Paul would say, no.
No, little boy, shut up. That's what I would say. If your coach is younger than you, you can call him little boy.
And a worse player.
Yeah.
And dumber than you, according from Chris Paul's perspective, of course.
It was probably a worse freaking processor of the game, but he might be a better coach. The full court pass guy, this is one of the guys who was the source of the thing we talked about earlier where you're supposed to yell at slightly biased. He tweeted out, the Pelicans will accept the first decent, reasonable offer made for Zion Williamson. So,
they're putting this out now.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll accept if you want to throw Giannis. I mean.
In the midst of the hey, just I don't know. We're not asking for much. Come on, just anything. Just give me something. Oh man.
And he is injured again, right? He just got hurt.
Yeah, he hurt his hamstring again. So
I thought it was shoulder. No.
Well, it's like the same thing.
No, those are two different, dude.
No, it's like the same.
Study up anatomy, dude.
You jump, your hamstring's in your armpit.
Get this guy a
stinks
cadaver.
like ham.
Oh,
bro, come on! Don't put me in the freaking morgue. What the hell?
All right, guys, comment down below who says no in the Portland deal.
Comment down below who says no in every deal. Comment down below
Not every deal.
if you were a fantasy fighter, what your weapon of choice would be and what archetype you would play as. And comment down below what you're investing in lately or small business you're starting. What else? Anything else?
No, that's too much.
It's like homework. David Robinson.
And the trade first. The Portland trade first.
David Robinson, take it away.
Basketball is an endurance race. Whoever's got something left to give in the fourth quarter wins. 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 Win. 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 Up tempo means I'm gonna run you into the ground.